Today, Precarious plays Transistor. Ooh, that's peculiar. I went through that door and now I'm huge.
Yeah, well, I mean, you are in the code or whatever.
Actually, I'm just standing on top of a roof.
Oh,
Just
you
being a
are?
goof. Yeah.
Oh, look, you can see more of Red's model.
Oh.
Oh.
No, it's fine. It's what I wanted.
Trying times.
Tell me about
Very
it.
trying times these days. Graham, the others, they gone ahead without me now, haven't they? Just you and me now, isn't it?
We're the 1%, baby.
You and me, and the transistor.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Okay.
I got a saying which goes, when everything changes, nothing changes. You see, when everything changes, nothing changes. But all this isn't what we had in mind.
I hope.
Take an upside down left. The MC's extra share. Screw you. I know what that is, and I refuse it.
This town isn't getting any better from this angle.
No, it said there were 5 vanishing points. Piss off.
There's the door to something.
My mom warned me about art like that. You look at art like that and you go blind.
I love Escher. My favorite. Although, I can't always see too well.
Oh, we're going, and... Ooh, why? So they explode. Okay.
Okay.
You did not notice that before.
Looking at everybody in this muddy gray space, it does feel a lot like you're in like a 3D modeling zone, you know? Oh, I wish this game was better.
So, try to keep an eye on my health bar for me.
Yeah. When do you want me to say oh no?
How much HP did I just get back?
About from the corner of the X box to the middle of the X.
So, really only a lot because of how stingy they are with healing effects.
Mm-hmm. You do again, I can keep watch.
You know this unmask him? Oh, there it is. But then he's a stealth again. I'm a stealthy. You don't get to be a stealthy.
2 ghosts being like, ooh.
We're gonna have
No,
a spook off.
no, I'm spooky. Whatever, I'm spookier.
Yeah.
Looks like you were spookier. Yeah, so it went from the middle of the X over to the other side of the X, but not quite to the end of the box. You were getting like little like bits.
So maybe like half a box? Like half a face button?
Less than half a face button.
So that's probably...
Like a third of a face button.
So, let's see. 3, 6, 9, 12, plus... So 15, so maybe 1/15 of my total health on the biggest attack I have.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'd probably be better off just putting it in a passive slot then.
Mm-hmm.
The process, it's just doing a job. Doing its job. Though I much preferred it when the process did mine. But our old friend Grant, I let him borrow it. And well, anyway, here we are.
Is he talking? Oh, wait, no. He's not Grant.
No. I don't think that we ever actually heard from Grant.
We knew we'd have our detractors. What we were doing was wrong. In the traditional sense. In the contemporary sense.
Mm-hmm.
You just covered all the bases, man.
All the bases we can exist in. Except for the future.
Oh, there's a whole thing. Oh, that's the guy. Dang it, do I really care about this? Do I really want to try to suffer through this right now? Oh, boy. Do you think I'm going to have 2 more access points?
I don't know. Should we just
Oof.
read what we have?
I was going to put it in the passive slot anyway, so it's not a trial right now.
Yeah.
And most importantly, the boys are back in town.
Yay!
The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. Yeah, right? I think.
Yay!
Something like that.
Yep. Something like that.
I'm gonna take that one off and then put Jaunt back in here, I suppose. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, get that passive slot.
Well.
Great, cool, up.
Oh.
Gonna need you to slow down, game.
They're fixing themselves.
Who's fixing themselves?
Did not care for that. It looks like man is pulling powers from other processes
Oh. Don't like it.
because they can turn invisible like the Doogs, and they can heal themselves sometimes, it seems like.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but maybe it's depends on their hair color,
Mm-hmm.
because it looks like shared status, speedy. What's speedy? What's like the fastest enemy that we've had to fight against? And this one isn't repairing itself. Bite me! Get purged.
Mm-hmm.
That was rough.
Yeah, so see, each of them is tracked as a separate enemy. Like a separate, species.
Hmm.
Hey, I got experience for that one.
Okay, maybe.
Nope, that's not the right button. Okay, so now I just have to use it as an active. What does it do? What does it do on its own?
Siphons life force.
That's interesting. So it's 150 base damage. 150 base damage with 35 turn planning cost? Huh. So it's much more damaging and has a lower cost than Breach. Let me, What happens if it bounces? What happens if it purges? Yeah, that seems fine.
Mm-hmm.
Let's give this a go. What do you look like?
Kind
Oh.
of soothing, isn't it?
Is it a little like boop,
Mm-hmm.
beep? Hold on, there's something that I want to check. How does this play with that? Blast radius. It doesn't actually make it that much bigger. I mean, well, then again, I always underestimate. I have a tendency to underestimate the impact a percentage increase has on like the total area of a circle.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a stupid nerd problem that comes up all the damn time when you're playing video games.
Mm-hmm. Every time you get jettisoned to another area, it's spooky. Oh no, we got the graphics.
Everyone always said you could be anything you want in this town. This is it for me. used to this.
There's these traces inside the transistor. Everyday people once upon a time, but now, well, not quite themselves. And they're trapped. No walls in there, mind you. It's just, they're on their own. Listen close enough and maybe you can hear them. Some of them, I mean. The ones you know.
Just a bit farther.
So that's why we can't talk to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
That makes enough sense.
Oh,
We should just read it.
okay, let me come up, because I think they go in order from top to bottom. I'll make up the first one. He's a cool, handsome guy who does the camerata, because, I mean, what you gonna do? If you gotta rata. That's what they say. There.
Mm-hmm.
No, you read the rest.
I wonder if... Okay, no, More than 94% of voting adults in Cloudbank agree that administration is necessary to the city's infrastructure and its continued day-to-day operations. A similar percentage also wants no part of administrative responsibilities other than to exercise one's personal right to vote on or otherwise contribute to pertinent social issues. That's funny. Most administrators like it this way. In the long-standing tradition of their role, they endeavor to keep things running quietly and smoothly, intervening as little as possible while facilitating as much as possible. As public servants, administrators are beholden to their constituencies through this time-honored system. It is a system that Administrator Grant Kendrell decided to subvert. Administrator Kendrell was one of the longest tenured public servants in the administration's recorded history. More than 2 younger generations of administrators came and went as he remained on the job. His abilities as a judicious and sharp-minded administrator never faltered as his age advanced. So instead, his constituency's respect for him only grew. By contrast, Administrator Kendrell found his own feelings beginning to change. It was a period of personal crisis, a time when lesser men would have retired. But Administrator Kendrell took it all in stride as far as anybody knew. But now he had realized he had fought for virtually every social position at one time or another, always pleasing the majority. Over time, this left a hollow feeling in his heart. He had his own position on many matters, his own dreams and desires, but he had learned to keep those thoughts in check. Then a longtime friend of his, with whom he often confided his worldview over food or drink, gave Administrator Kendrell an idea he had never dared consider. So, very powerful man gets drunk in bar with friend and has an epiphany that destroys the world.
Do we not have Grant, Royce? I was a policeman. None of those. That's Wave, and that's Sybil. Do we not have Asher? Maybe Asher's the red debuff orb thing that we must have choosing away and gotten some other power instead. But here's an idea. What if you get stabbed in the back? Huh?
These ones
Bye.
are hiding at least.
And then I turn invisible?
And then repeat.
Oh,
Oh,
boy.
there are several.
Great. Quite damaging, it turns out.
Yeah. But maybe this?
That is not a lot of healing.
No, not enough, certainly.
Yep, I didn't actually kill it. Great.
It's okay, you can be invisible, and oh, there's still one left.
Who cares about me? Hiya!
There we go.
That should do it.
Let's see if we got the rest of him.
Well, I just need to find one more access point.
Mm-hmm.
Next.
Aha.
That a terminal?
Maybe? No.
Whatever Royce sees in this place, I don't.
Whenever people make a change, whether to the sea or the sky or anywhere in between, the process does the real work. Invisible, behind the scenes. Well, I say whoever does the real work ought to get the credit. So I found a way to put the process center stage, a way to keep the process working in concert, in harmony.
Archive?
Yeah.
Enough with the history.
Hmm.
Don't like it here.
I keep thinking that we're going to get to the end, but
Somewhere
I think that
other than here.
what we might... Boy.
Transistor. I have no idea what's inside it, really. Who or what. I've my theories, but, well, that's really all they are. It's just theories. I've seen inside it. Had myself a little look. But I didn't see much at all. It was like staring at the sky.
Bright lights back there. Maybe it's Royce.
Normally I would say that we should just keep going until we beat it. But we don't actually play very many games at 60 frames per second, and because we've had so many technical problems with the series so far, I don't want to try to make Bale render like a 50-minute episode of this. So one more.
Let's never do that again.